Adam, how are you? And my gosh, like the podcast is just launched. It's soon going to be available on Apple Podcasts. It's got to feel great. But when you were guested on my show to now, there's a lot of big news coming already after that
Yeah, I'm
big
doing
media blitz.
yeah, I'm doing great. A lot has changed. I've been working around the clock to grow Pickle Pals and to reach out to network, but so much has changed over the past few days. I've been connecting with a lot of people, players, companies, and it's just been incredible.
All right, so give us some updates, Adam.
So something I'm very proud of. I'm actually starting a sponsorship slash partnership with the University of Florida's pickleball team. They are the largest in size in the nation, or recently rated, I've seen online, for having the most club players. I think it was around 350, around that number. But their group me, just their group chat has over 1,000. And then I know they have around 50 pro players. So I've been working with them. I am a future Gator in 2026. I'm taking a year to live abroad. I just graduated from high school. So go Gators, very proud Gator fan. And just the people that I've met at the club have been incredible. Both of the co-presidents, just everyone there, so great. We're planning tournaments and events and games and sponsorship. I mean, it is incredible. Their team is so friendly, so passionate about the sport. It's been great.
That's fantastic. And it's got to feel great to be part of that whole opportunity for them to hear about Pickle Pals this early in the process. And you keep getting more downloads too. That's got to feel great since the kickoff.
Yeah, breaking hundreds. I mean, it's been great. We're now over 350 downloads, and it's so fun to grow the app and starting here and seeing how supportive people are being. I've been making calls all week with people that just love Pickle Pals, people that are, sorry, pickleball, but they also love the idea of the app. I'm taking in so much feedback, growing, and just trying to see what my next steps are. I'm looking for investors. All of that has been so much fun. I haven't gone to school for this. I plan on going to the University of Florida for business and for math, and just already getting to get into this field has been incredible.
It sounds incredible and it's amazing. What other news do you have?
So I actually reached out to the CEO of Duper, which stands for the Dynamic Universal Pickleball Rating. It's one of the biggest rating systems for pickleball players. I reached out to their CEO, Mr. Machado, as he goes by Tito, on LinkedIn, and we actually scheduled a call earlier this week on Monday. And it was incredible. I have so many great things to say about Mr. Machado. He is young and he is so supportive. I know he came to the US at a young age to play tennis, I think when he was 18. And he's a very big risk taker, but just genuinely a great human being. He was so supportive, so enthusiastic. I was so nervous for this call because he's very well known. I mean, Duper is huge across the US and across the world. And so sitting down and taking, we actually ran over a little bit, and he just took the time to hear about me, what I'm doing, congratulated me, and we are going to be partnering with Duper. I mean, we're still, waiting, for the final details and everything, but he was on board. He was supportive. He told me about this event in November, this huge pickleball tournament. And so just interactions like that give me so much inspiration. I told him, I mean, he's a huge inspiration. So he was great. And yeah, I'm excited to say that Pickle Pals will be partnering with Duper so you can link your Duper rating. So it's from a 2 to 8 scale and it shows what level you're at. So mostly the pros use it to see, it's hard. And that's one thing I also love about pickleball is that you don't always need a rating. If you're beginning the sport, it doesn't matter if you're male, female, it doesn't matter how old you are. You can play with anyone and it's still fun. I think that's what separates it from a lot of sports, right? Tennis, you don't always want to play with people. If you're a 4 or 5, you're playing a 5, it's not fun. But that's the one thing I love about pickleball is it's universal. And that's what Duper is aiming to do is create a system where people can actually come together, engage, and also, working to build that sense of community.
Oh, I think it's fantastic. And you had conversations that you can't talk about, but the amount of feedback in just this short time since the launch, just for people listening to this podcast after it's just launched, the Pickle Pals podcast, information since you were doing your media launch till now, how many days has it been, and how much feedback? It's been unbelievable so fast.
It's been great. I mean, it's been like probably only 11 days since, National Pickleball Day, since I really started to release it. It's been less than 2 weeks. And I've met with pro players, with, people that just love the sport, that have ideas and want to come together, people that are interested in possible partnerships or sponsorships or investments. It has been huge. And I always say, like, it doesn't matter how big, how small a person or company is. I love the feedback. I love to hear what people want, if they're interested, if they're not, what they like, what they don't like. The feedback has made everything so, you come together so well. And so sitting down with people has just been incredible. And being heard at 18 is amazing. I feel like I'm actually being listened to, especially with people like Mr. Machado and Duper. Like, being heard is something that I've been blown off a lot. And that's the hard thing about being an entrepreneur, is a lot of people tell you no. A lot of people don't want to talk, especially when you're younger. But actually being heard and listened to by people that are successful gives me so much hope and so much inspiration.
Well, it's because if you have an idea that makes sense to the market, and it's not been done yet, it's a perfect time to jump and do
Yeah.
it. And especially you taking a marketplace, which is college kids,
Yeah.
because a lot of people focus thinking about pickleball players as people who are retired or in a retirement home.
Yes.
That's not the case with you.
No, no. I mean, it is huge at Florida. I mean, across all of the state of Florida, across the U.S., it's growing so fast. These club teams are growing. Actually, the University of Florida won a championship last year. They were national champions for one of the tournaments, and just seeing that, and it's going to be in the Olympics. I mean, we all know that, and whether it's this next one or the following, knowing that these college players are going to be going into the professional field and then going on to the Olympics, like, you should see the passion in these college students for pickleball. They love it. And so just being able to speak to players that don't normally get the attention that they deserve, amazing players, it's incredible. I think they were, they were national champions for the APP College Championship Tournament. And so it's so fun to speak to them, hear their experiences, and see where we're going to go with this over the next 5 years. Right, I'm going to be working with Florida for at least 5 years, because I'm taking a year off and then going there for at least 4. I don't know what's going to happen when I'm there, but it's just fun building these connections. I love speaking with people, and it's just been incredible.
Let's talk about high school teams. Are there high school teams in pickleball?
So my school, actually, that I graduated from, is setting one up, Edgewater High School in Orlando, Florida. I'm a proud Eagle. We're setting up a team, and everybody plays pickleball. There's some club teams in, there's, some clubs in high schools, but we're working on making it structured so that we can set up tournaments in the district. Districts can then put their groups in there and make it really easy to facilitate that gameplay. Because right now there are teams, but it's just more fun. I'd love to have like tennis teams and JV varsity pickleball teams. I mean, it's happening at the college right now. So it's going to. I mean, it's such a fun sport that high schoolers love it. It's a good way to get rid of stress, to work out, and you don't have to be a pro at it to have fun and get a good workout in. So we're working on that actively with high schools as well, getting high school ambassadors, college ambassadors. So yeah.
Well, what I'm hoping, Adam, is we have an expert on who can talk about the scoring, how to play the sport. That will be really, really interesting for the podcast, because learning will get more and more people involved, and the numbers will just grow because of you said how much you love the sport.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know too much about pickleball. I love it. I know a lot about the scoring and everything. So we'll talk about that too a little bit. But it's fun. Like, it is just fun to play with your friends. And then all the smack talk that comes from playing with your friends, and just it is such an exciting sport. And going to the court, on a weekend, public court, packed every time. You don't show up to pickleball and there not be people at the court. I've never on a weekend shown up to a pickleball court and there be no one there, ever. So I mean, it is fun, and I love it. I really do.
All right. So where is the best place people can go ahead and download the Pickle Pals app? Where can they go?
So Pickle PalZ is on the Apple App Store and on the Google Play Store for Android users. It is free to download. I'd love people to go on there, get engaged, try it out, put your location. We're trying to get across all 50 states by the end of this year. So we'd like to have at least one player in each state, at least, right? So I'm not saying more than that, but it'd be fun to accomplish that, right? Having someone in Alaska, having someone in Hawaii, like, it'd be fun. So on the Apple App Store, free to download. And then also, if you want to check out our website, that's picklepals.net. So it's just our company name and then .net. And then also, I didn't mention this yet, our shop just came out. So Pickle PalZ, our company name, shop, picklepalshop.net. We have our t-shirts that you can wear every day. We have our athletic t-shirts that just came out. Our hats, our embroidered hats, I love them. They look great. Our stickers, we're working on skirts and slash shorts for girls right now. Ones that have pockets for the pickleballs, all that. Um, and also still looking for a paddle company. I've been researching a lot, but looking for a good paddle company to collab with to make our own custom pickleball paddles so I can bring them around the world. Yeah. So I've been messaging different companies, but still looking. So if anybody knows anybody who knows somebody, I love, to connect with people.
Have anyone in the tennis business gone to the pickleball business?
So many. Oh my gosh. I mean, it is, you know, so many people have. And I like I was talking about before, it's how you can play with anybody of any skill level, right? Like tennis is, and I'm not going to say pickleball is easier because as you move up, it is a hard sport. But the fact that, a 4-5 wouldn't play with a 5 in tennis. You just would because you wouldn't. You'd wipe the floor and you can just win off of every serve. In pickleball, you can only win when it's your serve. But if you mess up the serve, it goes to the other player. It's a lot easier. Even if you lose 11-1, you still had fun playing. I wholeheartedly believe that because it's not as hard to hit it out as hard. It's hard, to play. It's not as difficult. So I think between all of that, I mean, it's just so great. And people are seeing that, how dynamic it is and how it doesn't matter who you are if you've played. As you get in the tournaments, get really tricky, but you can go to a court, meet somebody, have a great conversation, and play. You can meet your best friend. Genuinely, I think you can meet friends for the rest of your life playing pickleball because it is so fun, and that's why I created this app.
All right. Thanks again. Appreciate it, Adam. That
Thank
was
you.
the special simulcast.